Good afternoon and welcome to Jen's Awesome Show. I am here with...
What's this good afternoon? There is nothing good about it.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes. There's never good when it comes to Nemesis.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm pretty excited. I think it's my kind of good.
Well,
Maybe.
Okay. Fine, if you want to do it that way.
Maybe.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello. We are here to answer some of the questions that have been going around lately, such as, what exactly is Nemesis?
Nemesis is your worst nightmare, but also your best friend wrapped up into one. We've listened to y'all, and you've said, hey, I can't find any diamonds. Hey, I can't find any trees. I'm on a water plot. I've got nothing. How the heck do I build? Nemesis is how you will do that. What you're going to do is go ahead and use the server command, and you're going to move to Nemesis, and you're going to go ahead and be able to farm and mine whatever you need. There's no land ownership there, so the world is yours. You can take, strip, do whatever you want to. And yeah, so whatever you need, Nemesis has. Oh, wait, I probably should tell you. You have to leave back through the spawn. There's going to be like extraction portals. You know, I can't be that, mean. There's going to be extraction portals all throughout the world. They'll take you back to spawn, and then once you're back in spawn, it'll take you back to the main world, and from there you can travel back. But the thing is, between spawn and where your resources are, there are many, 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 many things that will try to kill you. And they will. And if they do kill you, you lose your entire inventory that you have equipped on you. It is a winner-take-all type of scenario. So, I'm giving you your world. I'm just not letting you take it back without a fight. Oh!
And
you probably have a question about this next one later, so I'm going to go ahead and just rein this back because I've got so many fun things to tell you, and I love talking to you because you bring it all out of me. So,
well, my response to that is, all right, sign me up. I'm ready to die. Nemesis, let's go. What makes...
Sorry.
So,
working on that server kind of brings out the fun in me. Ooh.
Well, obviously. What makes Nemesis different from the other survival worlds?
Nemesis is the only world where PvP is not only enabled, it is encouraged.
Wonderful.
So basically, if you have a grief against your neighbor, if you have a grief against, something, take it to Nemesis and go ahead and get it all out in Nemesis, because we have 3 main arenas, I think, either 2 or 3. If we don't have 3, we will have 3 really soon. But we have some arenas, but the entire world outside of the spawn is PvP enabled. So you can go ahead and you can kill your neighbor, grab his stuff, whatever you need to do to survive. Whereas in survival world, we really frown upon, the other survival worlds really frown upon killing your neighbor and stuff like that. So this is the world where you get to do that.
That's fantastic. So I can strip mine someone else's mine, loot their house, burn it down, and then wait for them.
As long as it's a Nemesis, yes, you can do what you want.
Excellent.
There is the only person that owns anything in Nemesis is the true owner of Nemesis. You'll see his face really soon. I promise you that.
Okay.
But he owns it all, and I got to tell you, you don't want to make him mad.
Probably
really.
Not. Probably not. No. I wonder who it is though. So, player versus player, PvP. Tell me more about that. What is it?
All right. Let's say, Jen, I saw that you just got 38 diamonds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need some of those diamonds. I would just go ahead, draw my sword, and start trying to kill you. That is PvP. Now, in a sanctioned PvP match, you go ahead and you call somebody out, kind of like in the old schoolyard days. You I'm going to kick your butt behind the gym, type of thing.
Okay.
And then you go ahead and there are apparatuses that you can build, and feel free and build. Feel free and build them if you can. And basically, you just go ahead and you beat the crap out of each other. Winner takes all.
Sounds like a good time. Or terrifying, depending on,
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm. So let's assume that I'm really good at this, surprisingly. And how do I get my inventory back from Nemesis to, let's say, Chicken Caw?
Okay, so you will see these very large extraction points. If you watch the YouTube video for the Nemesis promotion,
yeah,
it is in anything that looks like any one of those fires that you saw in that video is a safe zone to a point. I'm not going to tell you where the safety starts at it, but it is a very large unit with a very large base, and there is a safe zone. You will know when you're in the safe zone, because there will be a notification that pops up in your face, and basically indicates that you're in the safe zone.
Okay.
In the safe zone, there is no PvP at all, because I figure if you really battle long enough and hard enough that you made it to one of the extraction points, you win. I mean, you beat it, and so you'll get there. Now, and then you go ahead, you go in through one of the doors, like you saw in the video, and the door will portal you back to spawn. Again, in spawns, there is no PvP at all. It is a 100% protected zone. And then you just take the portal back to the main world. And from the main world, there will be a little section on your left or your right, depends on which way you spawn. And it says Chicken Caw, Lundum, or Gratitude. You walk through and bloop, takes you right back to where you were.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. So if I die, do I respawn in Nemesis and I'm stuck there until I finally make it out, or do I respawn back at spawn?
You respawn back in Nemesis.
Okay.
If you had a bed, you'll respawn at your bed. If not, you'll spawn back at the spawn point.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Right. And the reason why we are turning off the spawn command is because I don't want you to go out there, dig diamonds, type, slash spawn and be able to come back. That's cheating.
Yes.
And I'm the only one that could cheat. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, I'm trying to make it equitable, but I'm also trying to make it hard. I mean, yes. I'm literally giving you a world to strip bare and do whatever you need to get your materials, but you have to earn it.
Okay. If someone kills me, or if I die, or the server goes offline, whatever, what happens to my inventory?
If it's on your person, it's gone.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. You die, the inventory goes away.
Okay.
The server go. See, the thing is, when you go into this world, you basically are gambling with your inventory.
So don't bring any that you can't lose.
Right.
Okay. That seems kind of reasonable-ish.
Yes, I mean, there's always room for improvement with any project, but for right now, I'm gonna make it as hard as possible for you to get out with that stuff alive. If it's too hard, I'll dial back some of it, but I think there's a couple of y'all that are pretty savvy enough that can go ahead and make it through my little obstacle mazes and all that other fun things.
I think it'll be fun.
Did I just say obstacle maze? Did I just say obstacle maze? Oh, I did, didn't I?
In the real world, that's one of my favorite things. So I'm assuming that it'll be just as good.
Could be.
Maybe better.
Could be.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe. Gotta save some fun for when you go in.
Yeah. So, is there anything that's really fun about this to all the people who are thinking, "Ooh, I'm gonna lose my inventory and die"? I don't know about this. Is there anything that's going to be fun?
Yes, there is. We do have, speaking of the obstacle course, we have a dragon parkour course. If you can make it to that area, and we'll publish the coordinates, if you can make it to that area, you get to actually do a parkour course inside a ender dragon that was hollowed out by the true owner of Nemesis for this purpose, to have fun. There will be other fun little places as Nemesis grows and as the popularity of it grows. I will put other fun little things in there, so you don't sit there and be like, "Oh my God, all I'm doing is going and strip mining and getting killed, or doing this and slogging." There will be safe zones like the Dragon Parkour course where it will be safe. I'm not telling you where the safety zones are.
That's fair.
It will definitely inside the parkour course, you will be safe. I promise you that.
So by safe, you mean safe from mobs and other players?
Safe from PvP, safe from mobs and stuff like that.
But I can still fall in the lava and die?
Yep.
Cool. That's good to know. Okay. When is Nemesis? When can I play?
Well, I'd like to say today, but soon. And when I say Thune, I don't mean like 3 weeks from now Thune. I mean like really freaking Thune. Like possibly on Monday.
Possibly.
After the server refresh.
Okay, so there's a server refresh, and just to refresh my memory here as well.
Yes.
We have to dump all our inventory in chests or we lose it. Right?
Correct. Because the way of the mechanics of the world as it is right now, you have an inventory in London, you have an inventory in Gratitude, and you have an inventory in Chicken Ka. So the plugin that we're doing is basically going ahead and saying, all right, I'm going to combine all the worlds that are survival based, including Nemesis, into one big contiguous database. So if I were to go back and spawn in and I spawned in Chicken Ka, but all my good stuff was in Gratitude, Chicken Ka now becomes the master thing. And if you had stuff in Gratitude that you didn't put in a chest, gone. If you had stuff in that, gone. If you had stuff, gone.
Okay, so if I have property in London, in Gratitude, and in Chicken Ka, I have to actually go to all 3 worlds and stash that inventory in a chest. Okay, and that includes taking off armor, right?
You got it.
And putting away the tools in my hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Now, if you own animals and stuff like that, they're fine because they're not on your person.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So.
Does Nemesis have a nether? Like, if I build a nether portal on Nemesis, will it actually take me to the Nemesis nether?
That's a good question.
That could be a good surprise.
That's a good question.
Mostly I just don't want to end up stuck. Because if I try it and it doesn't work and I end up stuck, that's sad. But if I try it and it works, it could be amazing.
I don't think you'll get stuck. But I want you to remember who you're talking to here.
It's true.
Now,
my nether portal might have no floor. Learned a few things over in Chicken Ka.
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll be nice and I will answer the question because I'm hearing in the back here from the owner saying, answer the damn question. So there is the nether and there is the end in Chicken Ka. I mean, sorry, in Nemesis. Sorry.
Nemesis.
You said Chicken Ka. Yeah.
So you can go to the end as well if you can figure out how to get there and not die in the process.
Ding, 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 ding. I said I'm giving you an entire world.
This is nifty. Okay, so let's say that I bring all the nether stuff over with me, somehow don't die, set up a nether portal. Cool. Same thing with maybe an end portal. Are there villages in Nemesis?
There are villages in Nemesis. There are villagers in Nemesis as well.
Okay. That's cool. I like this. Question from the comments too here. Manny would like to know if there are any materials to be found that are unique to Nemesis.
Well,
we'll have to go and find out.
You got it.
Oh.
You're gonna have to find out for yourself. I can't give it all away.
Well, that sounds fun.
But I'm going to tell you.
What about items maybe stashed somewhere? Maybe
there might be. There might be.
Oh,
there might be some fun things, and there is. I mean, I'm a kid at heart. Number one, I like making things challenging, but I also like making things fun. There is a special place in the world that if you can figure out how to get there, there's going to be some fun stuff in that place for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you where it is. But, yeah.
Okay. I'm good with this.
Yes.
Question here. I can see that Anders is paying attention. Am I allowed to put my pet llama on a lead and bring it over to Nemesis with me?
That is a very good question. If it survives the trip, sure. If it doesn't, you lost a llama.
Okay. That almost sounds like it's worth trying.
Exactly. Yes. And yeah. And Anders, I understand that Michael, EOS USA, might be looking out for you. So you might want to make sure you watch your back in Nemesis.
This sounds like it could be fun, even just as an observer.
Oh, dear Lord, yes.
So, do you have any advice for anybody who wants to live stream their journey into Nemesis?
Yes. For anybody that wants to live stream it, go ahead, just make sure your mods are set up and stuff like that. And if you get into like one of the PvP arenas and stuff like that, bring your friends, bring your family, bring everybody else.
Cool. Okay. Well.
Yep. Just make sure that everybody there kind of likes you. Otherwise, you're in for fun.
Yes. All right. Well, it sounds like I should start sharpening my sword here and find some armor.
Oh, yes.
And so just to clarify on that, then, I am allowed to show up fully suited in armor with a sword that I'm not afraid to lose, and I can actually take that into Nemesis with me?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Anything you bring in, it's fair game, though.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. And it doesn't matter how it happens, but if you lose your inventory in Nemesis, there is no rolling back.
Good.
Ever.
Good. So it's very, very cut and dry, black and white. You bring it, you lose it, too bad.
Yep. I hate to say it that callous, but that's the best way that I can put it. Now, no, you cannot bring anything from a survival map, Anders. I see that. I'm sorry. Whoa. Sorry. My fault. I thought you said creative map. I read that as a creative map.
So yes to the survival map?
Yes. Yeah. You can bring in whatever you have in your inventory. You can bring it all. You just may lose. I'm sorry, man. I read that as creative map. And so, yeah, it's been a day.
I believe it. Cool. Well.
Yeah. Yep, and I'm seeing Morton Matt D saying, but is it Nemesis on all servers? No, one server. That is it.
Right, so it's not like the Nether in that sense. It's not everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just, it's its own world, like all the other individual worlds. Okay. So I think that's all the questions I have. Is there anything you want to add that we missed? Any secrets you want to
Oh,
share? Any surprises that you want to sort of let slip?
there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of surprises. One thing that I do want to tell you is that if you were paying attention to the video that was on YouTube, you noticed that when you walked through the main portal to get to where you're going, it is a random teleport. So you're not walking out. You're not walking out, and it's not like, hey, here I am. This way, we did it this way on purpose for many reasons. One is so that we give people the chance to survive. So you go ahead and you do that. Number two, to increase the fun on it, because you can go in with your friends and stuff like that. You may be on one half of the map. Your friend may be on the other half of the map. Battle to get back to your friends. And then you can go ahead and, start digging, start doing whatever you need to. So it is really the true meaning of a survival map here. You survive, you win.
Is Nemesis on the 2D map?
Nope.
Okay.
And the reason is I can't give you guys all the answers, because then you can sit there and strategize, and you can strategize, you can do everything. But I do want to tell you that there is every biome in this map. There's mushroom biomes, there's frost biomes, there's grass biomes, there's plains, there's badlands. You name it, it's in there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can place a bed in Nemesis. I mean, it works just like a real world. But don't think that nobody's going to come and murder you in your sleep, because that can happen.
Oh, that actually can happen. Because I know in the main game, you can't sleep if there are monsters around. So I had no idea. So somebody can actually come and murder you while you're sleeping.
Yep. I'm pretty sure because when I tested it on my test dummy, I killed it.
Awesome. Okay. And so then does it function like a regular world in that if I succeed in sleeping and not getting murdered, can I actually sleep the night away and wake up to daytime?
I would say so, because I haven't changed any of the mechanics on that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And Anders, nobody owns anything in there. You can build everywhere but the protected zones. And the protected zones are the extraction points, the PvP, a couple of the PvP arenas, and there is one PvP arena that you can modify yourself, and the Dragon Parkour area.
Okay.
But other than that, you can build whatever you want.
So if I'm getting, let me see here, if I've got this straight, I go in through the main entry spawn portal. It randomly teleports me someplace. Am I just like stuck there and I have to run everywhere, or is there some faster mode of transportation?
There is, but it comes with the cost of it's a random teleport again. There is no flight. There is no teleport. There is only the random teleport.
Okay, so is there a command for that, or does it just happen?
/RTP.
/RTP. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you can't specify a coordinate because it's a random teleport and it'll yell at you.
That's wonderful. So do I have a limit on how many of those I can do, or can I randomly teleport myself all over the place?
You can randomly teleport yourself all over the place.
Oh, that sounds faster than running, but I guess it depends on where you land.
Exactly. It will always land you. It will always land you in a safe position, because it makes sure that you're not going to be teleported into lava, and stuff like that. But if you're here and a monster is here, it'll teleport you there because there's X amount of blocks of safety there. So that don't mean that, he ain't going to kill you.
Exactly. And so the same would go for if, there's an all-out brawl nearby. I might be stuck very nearby and get stuck in that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. And to answer Anders' question, you can teleport away from attacks if you can type that quickly. Sure.
I can type that quickly. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm pretty fast with that.
Right. But the other thing is, if you're there to actually mine stuff and not just, PvP people, and you're like actively mining, you're gone from there. You can't get back. You can't, there's no magic thing where you can type in back or anything like that and it takes you back.
So if you had a really great mine and you found a great dump of stuff, too bad.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's cool. It sounds pretty risky. So for somebody who doesn't do survival, doesn't do mobs, doesn't do the fighting, what's the reason for going to Nemesis? Why?
Stay home.
Oh, okay.
If you're not into mobs, if you're not into fighting, stay back, watch some of the streams. Okay. I mean, if you want to dip your foot in there, feel free to dip your foot in there. And I'm not saying toe either, because you go all the way in.
Yeah, because you have to find one of those extraction points so you can't get out.
Exactly.
Okay.
And to answer Anders, and I can easily teleport out of that server with a server gratitude. Come on, you think I didn't think of that? No.
Nope.
No.
Excellent. All right. Well, I don't have any more questions. I don't know if anybody else does. I'm sure there will be lots of time to answer them in the Telegram too. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to add?
The server was designed to be an answer to a lot of questions. Why can't I do this? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have, X? There's going to be a lot more questions that'll probably be brought up, and we will answer them as much as we can. And we will tune that server just to make it sure that it is as fun and as challenging as it can be. So I just want to let you guys know that. And, did I tell you that we will actually be respawning the world again and again and again? We'll let you know probably like a day or so in advance, so you don't kill yourself. But so this way you can't deplete your resources, the resources of the world. But if you're like this far away from a good diamond vein or something like that, and we reboot the server, it's gonna be gone.
That's fantastic. So yeah, I like this.
Yep. I thought that you would. How big is this? Yep. How big is the safe area that you cannot build? I don't. You'll know, because you just can't break the bricks. I'm not going to tell you where it starts or where it stops, but you just can't break the bricks. Anders.
That sounds decent.
And and Matt, increased mob awareness. The last time I was in there checking out stuff, there's a butt ton of mobs.
Good.
The server setting, by the way, isn't easy. It's on hard.
Are there any special mobs that we wouldn't find in any of the other worlds?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Quite possibly.
That could be a lot of fun too. What about with the caves and cliffs update eventually down the road, whenever that all eventually gets sorted out?
That is something that I haven't. That is something that I haven't really thought up yet for this world or any of the other worlds yet. So I will answer that question when I have a little bit more information on it.
Okay, that's fair. Excellent. So. And can we expect any surprises? Like, are there any special things that you might be able to do as an operator? Or is it just like pretty basic?
Hold on. No, there isn't.
Okay. So, I don't even know enough about that to ask the right questions, really. That just sounds
Yes.
fun.
So basically, just to kind of go ahead, yeah, Bob, I'm reading this. Bob, you can starve.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So basically, just to kind of refresh your memory, your inventory. You come in with it. If you can get out with it, fantastic. If you can't, sorry, winner takes all. And Nemesis usually will win.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is there is no teleport. There is no server, / server to bring you back. And the other thing is just make sure, because we don't have a lot of rules in this world, because PvP, you can grief people, you can do whatever you want to. Just please, 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 please do not be rude or uncivil, as in like, I don't even have to say it. It's in the terms of service. No racial epithets, nothing like that. But otherwise than that, this is a server for y'all to have a heck of a lot of fun in, and get your aggressions out on whoever you want to, whoever you need to. Yeah. If you got a beef,
polite.
Yep. If you got a beef, bring it to Nemesis.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun. Well, in closing then, what are you grateful for right now?
I am grateful for a lot of things, but I am really, really, really grateful for the man, the myth, the legend in my mind, and in pretty much everybody else's mind here, Mr. Corey Cottrell. I told him about this as a whim about a month ago, and he said, go ahead, do it. I finally found some time that I could break off, and I've been planning this, and he has been nothing but encouraging about this whole thing. And I've got to say, I'm very grateful for his belief in me, and I'm very grateful for him understanding that my vision is eventually going to be a boon to everybody in the Uplift world. Because yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be kind of scary from time to time. But I'm giving almost everybody what they wanted.
Excellent. I like that. I'm grateful that
and I've got one more thing. One more thing.
All right.
I'm grateful for you, Jen.
Oh, well, thank you.
With your kindness and your good demeanor, and the fact that you're a really easy person to talk to, it makes these interviews a hell of a lot of fun. Well, I really enjoy coming on. I have some of my most absolutely best times when we're sitting here talking and stuff like that. I feel like I know I've only known you for like a couple of months and stuff like that, but I feel like I've known you for my entire life. So I am grateful for the fact that we can get along so well and so easy, and that you're just the outstanding person that you're on.
Well, thank you.
Hold on. I'm getting something. Okay. 1 second. I'll tell her, but I don't know. All right. Hold on. So the real brains behind Nemesis has told me to tell you, to tell Leon that he's coming for him.
You will be so excited.
Mm-hmm. And he's got some special stuff cooked up just for him.
That is going to be wonderful. Leon is going to be very, very excited, but more so when he sees the place. So, one more question, and then a gratitude here. Okay. Can you earn Upliftium in Nemesis?
That is something that will be determined at a later date. I'm gonna say most likely yes, but at this moment of time, while we're still basically figuring out the true purpose of Nemesis, besides just getting your stuff back and getting resources, PvP and stuff like that, we're going to try and figure out how to make that possible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because I know that between Chris Tuttle, Dennis, me, Flo, Dr. Wayne, and pretty much everybody there, yeah, we'll figure something out. But in the meantime, just have fun.
Excellent. What about the possibility of earning Upliftium only if you survive?
That's always a good little thing, and that will be taken into consideration.
But
yeah, yeah, that would be something. That would be something for Flo to answer. I'm just the guy that builds these things. He's the one that goes, okay, I'm going to take it and translate it into a human world.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's however it ends up, it'll be interesting. So I'm just really, really grateful that Nemesis is going to be open for business really, really, really soon, because I can hardly stand waiting. I'm almost as excited as Leon.
And that right there is one of the reasons why I made this world, is because there's a lot of people like you, Jen, that is either watching right now, they're in the Telegram group, or they're going to be watching this later that has that same thought in their head. It's like, yes, finally getting the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, to those of you who may be saying, oh, Nick, you were evasive on a lot of the questions. Oh, Nick, you didn't blah, 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 blah. Your questions will be answered when you walk through the doors.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you exactly how every last bit of the sausage is made, but, I gave you guys enough to go on. And if you pay attention in the Telegram groups, if you pay attention in the Discord groups, Nemesis loves coming in because he is a real big egomaniac. And he loves coming in and he loves telling people that he's smarter than him, that he's better than him, and all that stuff. So he will be bragging many, many times. And he has one fatal flaw. He tends to have picked this up from Uncle Corey here, and he may drop a couple hints or two.
Okay. This is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So watch, pay attention.
Yep. And there is a little bit of lore that is around how the Dragon Parkour course was made.
Mm-hmm.
Pay close attention to that lore.
It will be important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And the other thing that you got to remember is I am a gamer from the old time world, and there's a lot of fun Easter eggs that I remember that y'all may not remember, because either you're probably not old enough to remember them, or the game console wasn't available in your world. I mean, in your part of the world, or you just weren't as big of a geek as I was.
This is going to be a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I really do hope so. From the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of everybody's heart, I really do hope so, that we can go ahead and put a smile on everybody's faces. Because while this is going to scare the crap out of you, we want to make sure you have fun.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but if you need me next week, I'll be dying in Nemesis. And if it's not life or death in the real world, don't come find me. See you in a week.
Adios, sayonara. See you in
toodaloo.
Nemesis.